Yeah, so I manage the Continence Foundation of Australia office in New South Wales, which is situated at Newington, near Sydney Olympic Park. So just a bit about the Continence Foundation. It's a national peak body which is based in Victoria. Its mission is to represent the interests of Australians affected by or at risk of bladder and bowel control problems and act as an advocate for their interests. What we do is promote continence awareness about bladder and bowel health, educate people in the treatment and management options, encourage people to seek professional help. Interestingly, in a recent study, 50% of people who recognise they have an incontinence problem don't seek help. So half the people don't seek help. So that's a big one of ours for health promotion. Facilitate or fund continence-related research and advocate continence services across Australia. So there's a health promotion officer in each state in Australia that are available for you to act as a resource. So what do we provide? We've got a telephone advisory service, which is Australia-wide, which is staffed by continence nurse advisors. So if you ring this helpline number, a continence nurse does answer the phone, and it operates Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So they can answer both health professional questions, but they can answer questions from patients and clients as well. So a lot of clients actually like the helpline because it's anonymous and they can ask whatever silly question they think they have to someone anonymously. So it's really well utilised. They do advise with clinical information. They also have a database of local continence services. So you can ring up to find out who is the local continence specialist in a particular area, and it's done by suburb or state. And you can access continence physios, nurses, urologists, GPs, anyone who's actually a member of the Continence Foundation and who has given their details to go on the website as a service provider. And they're people that have a definite interest in continence. So that's really good if you're referring someone back to a regional area. You can look up the database. You can either ring the helpline or you can look it up yourself on the database. We also have details of the funding schemes, so funding for continence aids and equipment generally, and they're different in each state. So the National Helpline will actually give information for the state that the client lives in, so that's quite helpful. They have also details of continence product suppliers, and all of our resources are free. So there's one of most of the paediatric resources that are available. There's one of each of them in your satchel handout. So when you get home and when you have time, have a look at each one of those, and if they're appropriate for your service or office, you can then order them either by ringing the helpline or you can order them online. And you can order them as often as you like. They're posted to you free of charge. So they're fantastic resources that you can utilise. So here's a list of the available paediatric resources. So you should have one of each of those in your booklet. But if you go on the website under the resources tab, you can actually search for lots of resources. There's over 100 resources. They're also available in 27 different languages. There's also videos on the website, and in different languages. So if the person doesn't read or write in any particular language, they can watch a video as well. Oh, just with the interpreters too, because I had a question outside. We have a number that they can ring direct for an interpreter service. So they ring the number direct and then they'll be asked in English what language they need. And if they then say what language they need, they'll be hooked through to an interpreter of that language, and then they will contact the continence hotline. And so then they'll have a three-way conversation with an interpreter. So if you have people that need an interpreter service, that's the best way to do it, to go through the interpreter line, which is 13 14 15. So these are what some of the resources look like. So we have them for younger children, we have them for younger adults. There's specific for fecal incontinence. The Toilet Tactics resource is a special project that was funded through CFA, and it's a free, user-friendly resource designed to promote healthy bladder and bowel habits in Australian primary schools and to improve and maintain the standard of school toilets. Because this is a big problem, obviously, for children that won't go to toilet at school because the toilets are so disgusting. You know, the doors don't lock, they don't shut properly, there's no soap, whatever the reason. So this kit is a bit of a checklist for schools to check that their toilets are actually up to standard and to encourage them to improve them if they're not. The kit's divided into sections for teachers, students and parents and can be integrated into classroom activities with health education. The kit contains a school toilet checklist, school toilet charter, information and key health promotional messages for students, teachers and parents. It also contains a student survey which is designed to provide schools with a sense of what the student thinks about the toilet facility that they have access to. Probably the hints to help this work is that you can order the toilet tactic book to go to a school, but if they don't have buy-in and they haven't been part of the process, the kit probably won't even be opened. So it's really good to actually get the school to order it, because that way somebody from the school has ordered the kit and they've got the initial buy-in, and then they're more likely to utilise the kit. Also, I would say a proactive parent on the P&C would be a really good asset as well. But the schools that do take up the toilet tactics, the feedback's been fantastic. So it's really a worthwhile endeavour to get on board. But yeah, so you need school and parent buy-in for it to really work successfully. So, please utilise our services and resources. We're fully government funded, and you know, the more resources we send out, the more reason to fund us. And we're funded every year. So yeah, we need you to use our resources. Please give us feedback. We regularly update them. So if you have feedback about a resource, something that's missing, something that needs to be put in, please contact the Continence Foundation and let us know, give us that feedback. But be great. And we're outside if you need any further information. Oh, the other thing I need to promote for our centre in Sydney is that we do offer health promotional talks. So they're free to the community. So if you have community groups that you would like us to come and talk to, please email us and then we'll organise a community talk for you. Thanks.